Chamomile here, back again with another Unity tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can make the dragon move forward. And to do that, I'm going to make another folder. I'm gonna call this environment. Open it, and another one, call it sprites. And here I have already prepared 3 sprites: scenery, sky, and sun. I'm going to put those into the sprites folder, right? And then in environment here, I'm going to make another one called background. Inside background, I'm going to put in the sky. Whoa. Make that big. And the sun. Make that half the size. Put it over here. Now we now have the sky and sun and dragon overlapping each other. That may sometimes cause problem because they may render incorrectly, and to fix that, we're going to use here called order in layer. I'm going to make the sky -3 and the sun to be -2. Meanwhile, the -1 is going to be for this one, the scenery. Click it over just big enough. Here we go. Now, the idea here is I'm going to move the scenery from right to left. And I'm going to need another one so that it looks continuous. There we go. I'm going to group them into under one object called the sceneries. But first, I'm going to put them over here. There we go. Put them under the sceneries, and we're done. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use animation to make the scenery go left, right? And then once it gets to maybe this point where the image looks like it loops, it will move back over here, and just keep doing that so it looks like it's moving. To do that, I'm going to make a new folder over here. I'm going to call this animations, and I'm going to create animator controller. Right click, create over here, animator controller. Call this scenery. Now select the background. Why the background? Because we want to move the sceneries, and the sceneries is the child of background. So I just think it's safer to put the animator on the parent. So how to do that is you select the background and then drag the scenery over here. It will automatically create an animator component and and put the scenery inside the controller. Now if you double click the scenery controller, you will be brought to the Animator tab over here. Now we are going to make an actual animation. Right click here, create animation. I'm also gonna call this scenery, and with the scenery Animator tab open, I'm going to direct the scenery animation inside there. There you go. Now if you go back to the scene, while selecting the background, you can go to Windows, Animation, and select Animation over here, or you can just use Ctrl+6. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to we're gonna have to click this red button to start the animation recording. So when we just move it, it will automatically create the keyframe from it. Hold on. Make sure that you move the sceneries object under the background object. Just move it over here a bit and change this to 0. We are going to 600, frame number 600. 1 second is 60 frames, so 600 means it's going to be 10 seconds, and then I'm just gonna drag this over here, just right there. Don't forget to turn off the recording mode because, well, they're gonna mess things up. Alright, you go. Now, if we hit play and look here from the game windows, we can see that the scenery is looping, right? But we also notice that the speed is not the same when it's starting and ending. The speed picks up at the beginning and slows down near the end. We don't want that. That is because if we click here in the curves, we can see that the red curve is curving. There you go. You can do that by selecting any of the three and then press F over here to focus on that. I'm going to focus it on X, so press F over here. You see here that the red line is curving. We want it to be linear. And to do that, I can click here, hold shift and click here so that we can select both of them. Right click, both tangents, choose linear. There you go. Go back to Dopesit over here and click play. Now the speed should stay the same. There you go. It's looping nicely. Now we have to, don't forget to save. The last thing we're gonna do is go back here into the project, select the scenery animation assets and click here to make sure that the animation loops. Don't forget to save it again, and now if we hit play, we can see that our little dragon here is moving forward. Dang, dang, dang. And the sun stays over there. that is how you make the dragon goes forward. So the dragons doesn't really move forward, but it's more like the background moving backward. But hey, as long as it looks believing, as long as it looks good, so sorry, I think my voice today is kind of meh. Anyway, that's it for this tutorial, guys. In the next tutorial, I'm going to make something like collectibles. So I did say this is going to be a Flappy Bird copy, but I want to put in a bit of twist. So instead of avoiding obstacles, we are going to be collecting things. So yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Yeah, there's no gaming episode today. I gonna start doing that tomorrow because as I said before, I promised to play Civilization 3, right? But I downloaded it and I started the game, but the game just didn't want to start. So yeah, we are changing the game and I'm gonna start tomorrow. Thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and see you next time. Bye bye.